Hey, Larry Rivera here, and this is video number 5 for my 90-day vlog challenge. Today I want to talk about the Great Divide. You know, you ever notice how some people, they seem to be successful while other people's fail? And many times, you ever notice how two people could start something at the same exact time, and one person gets all the way to the finish line and they have, amazing success, and the other person just kind of sits here and they fail and they keep going in a circle in a circle. What what shifts in a person, right? What are the differences between the people that, you know, like magic, just seem to be successful while other people just kind of flounder? You know, for me, and I can only talk about me, I didn't start with a silver spoon in my hand, right? To be honest, I didn't start with a big list that I could just hit. I had to claw my way to the top. I had to claw my way for each little success I ever had in online marketing. And some of the things I've noticed, right, is some people have no problem fabricating their stories and stretching the truth and trying to make what they're doing sound amazing, right? Well, I've had $1,000 days and $2,000 days and $3,000 days in my marketing business. And I didn't try to spin those headlines like they were some kind of amazing feat because it took a lot of work. It took a lot of networking. It took a lot of communication. It took finding the right people. I mean, there was a whole lot of things that went into me having $1,000 day, right? And, income disclaimer, my results probably more than likely aren't typical. You may or may not make any money ever at all online. And I have to say that because I don't know you, I don't know your situation. But I do know this. I do know I started out with nothing. I do know that, you know, I believed that I could take the internet and take my computer and turn it into something pretty amazing in my life. So I kind of want to help you today understand my mindset and what drove me to keep excelling and excelling in what I do on the internet. And maybe you'll identify with some of the things I say. Maybe some of the things I say are going to be totally foreign, and maybe some of it's a big kick, a big swift kick in the ass, and it'll help you get up and start taking the actions that you need to take in your life. You know, right out of the gate, you first have to really understand what it is you're trying to do with the internet. For me personally, I never liked the idea of network marketing, right? Because it was presented to me the old traditional way, bang down doors, convince people that they should have my product. And I wasn't even so thrilled about the product. It didn't work for me, that way of networking. But I had bad teachers. I didn't have someone to explain to me what I was really selling. And I didn't understand that there was such a thing as a target market. I just thought everybody was my target market. So in the beginning, right, and you should pay attention to my words and you should listen to what I'm saying, because in the beginning, it was just failure after failure after failure, because I was looking for the bright, shiny object, because I was looking for the secret, right? The secret, I just knew, man, someone out there, those gurus, they know something I don't know. And how I got past that was I just started spending my own money and I started trying things, right? I bought product after product after product. I took course after course after course and failed and failed and failed. And sometimes I was just so confused that I wanted to crawl and curl up in a ball and just cry. But something started to happen, right? And for me, it was because I was spending money and I was taking courses and I was learning from my mistakes. There's a gentleman by the name of Aaron Rashkins, and I don't know if he said it first. Excuse me, I'm tired. I was up late last night, but I wanted to get this video done because I got another busy day today. But there's this gentleman by the name of Aaron Rashkins, and I remember listening to him speak on stage, and he said, it's okay to lose, but it's not okay not to learn something from losing. Well, luckily for me, I was learning the entire time I was losing. And each failure brought me one step closer to being successful, right? Now, during the time that all this was going on, right? During the time all this was going on, I brought people into businesses and I watched people quit businesses. I've listened to people, call me up on the phone and say, I spent $800 and X, Y, and Z didn't work. I tried everything I could try and nothing worked. And I'd question these same people and I'd go, well, did you take the training and did you follow? And they, 9 times out of 10, they didn't, right? 9 times, if you're that person, I got a hint for you. And nothing's working and you're in these opportunities and you're like, well, why isn't this working? How much work are you actually doing? Are you actually going into the training that's provided for you and taking notes and what I mean, taking notes and following meticulously, step by step, the things that are being laid out for you? Are you giving it enough time? Or are you spending your time on the internet banging your head, being confused, being frustrated? Or are you just buying stuff, right? You're just buying this and you're buying that, and the next person says this and it sounds great, and you buy that too, and you just are in a continual state of purchasing. Raise your hand if you're that person who, when you turn on your computer, you have ebook after ebook after ebook after audio after audio after video, and you still don't know what you're doing, and you're still not sure why the money's not rolling in. Right? Raise your hand if you're that person who had this great idea and you're going to create a product and you're going to do this and you launch a site and just the business isn't coming in for you, right? There's a lot of us out there who've been through that. So what makes one person successful and one person fail? What is that great divide between the haves and the have-nots? I used to believe, right, that it had something to do with luck. Maybe some people were just born lucky. Maybe some people have money sitting in their back pocket they could just invest. But, that's not true, because when I first got started, I easily dropped tens of thousands of dollars for the first several years of being in business, and I failed miserably. So it was, and I know other people who also has dropped tens of thousands of dollars and they failed. So it was not a matter of how much money do you have to start a business with. It really came down to, at least for me, being impatient. That's why I ended up spending so much money and not getting anywhere. Looking for the shortcuts. That's why I spent so much money and not getting nowhere. What changed? Like I was saying earlier, I started becoming more valuable in the marketplace because I was learning more. I made my own lead capture pages. I created team systems. I learned how to use different advertising sources like solo ads and pay-per-click ads, and even how to manipulate traffic exchanges and things like that, how to involve myself with social networks. And as I got better at using these mediums, people started to seek me out, right? So my success came because the knowledge that I had in my head kept increasing and I kept applying it, right? And the people that are successful, they've all failed, but they kept getting smarter because they kept learning the lessons from their failures. They kept learning, right? So today, I want you to know that you have every opportunity and every chance, just like every last one of us, to be successful on the internet, to live that amazing lifestyle that you see flaunted online. My amazing flaunted online lifestyle really has not much to do with much, because I like to do what I do, which is just to hang out here, teach some martial arts, work on the internet, spend time with my family. It's what I like to do. But you can do whatever it is you want to do when you're not strapped to money and you're not strapped to finances, which seems to slow a lot of people down. So, do you want to know what you need to do right now? Can I give you some good advice? Stop right now. Look at everything you are doing. Really think about what you can give to someone else that's not just a business opportunity. How can you enrich someone else's life? How can you add value to someone else's life, right? These are the things that people want, that they're attracted to. If you're drawing blanks and you don't know what you really have to bring to the marketplace, well, let's start there. Right? Let's start there. Maybe you don't know how to get all the leads that you need to get without, you know, joining some silly system. Oh, I went there. That people are going to say, hey, I'm going to get you leads. Just spend some money. I did all that. I bought into all the different types of co-ops that are out there, and I got leads, but never really, in the end, never bettered me. Right? Anybody can pull out their wallet and spend money. It didn't teach me how to do anything other than to spend my money. You can spend all your money all day long. If you don't know how to present yourself, if you don't know how to talk to someone, if your education isn't high enough, you're throwing money out the window. You're just throwing it out the window. So when I'm thinking about, these two people, we call them Mike and John, right? When I'm thinking about Mike and John, both starting a business at the same time and both having nothing in their pocket except for the cost that it costed them to get into the business, why is Mike making so much more money than John? Well, that's because John spent all his time, running around in a circle, wasting time on Facebook, wasting time buying products, wasting time learning stuff that didn't get them to where they want to go. Because, folks, the real secret to making money is as old as time itself, believe it or not. The way to sell, even if we were to stay more in recent times and we go back to when the people like Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn were first, when they were young and they were first doing personal development and helping people, the same sales strategies and the same marketing techniques, they're the same back then like they are today. Nothing's really changed. Except, and to be honest, the failure rate is probably the same as it always has been. That hasn't changed. I want to help you not fail no more. That's what I want to do. I want to help you get to where you want to get to. But a lot of things has to change inside of you, right? Your desire needs to be, I don't even know the word to use, but it needs to be fantastically great, right? Your belief in yourself needs to be amazing, because the people around you, they're not going to try to lift you up. Most of them are going to try to tear you down, and you might be in for some hard times. I can help shave all of that off for you simply by telling you my personal story and the things that I avoid like a plague. And that's the power. That's the power of making powerful decisions. You can decide, right, to be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. Just like when you were a kid and you were told that you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. You have the power to choose and decide. But you have to have the actions to back that up. It's one thing to make a decision. It's another thing to act on that decision. So when I really sit back and think about the difference here between the people who make money and the people who are successful and happy and the people who are not, the people who are not, they don't ever focus on what they're doing, and they don't make decisions, and they don't take action on those decisions. And they always live with scarcity and fear, and they have very many times low self-esteem of what's really possible in their lives. When they're amazing, they just don't know they're amazing. And the people who are successful and happy and have everything they want in their life, well, they have no problem making decisions. They have no problem taking action, and they have no problem being positive and being optimistic about those actions that they take, even though the people around them may look at them like they're crazy, right? So today, whatever it is you're selling, whatever it is you're doing online, right, whatever gets you excited, step back for a moment and ask yourself, why would someone else want to do business with you? And it's not because of your amazing product. And it's not because of the amazing compensation plan that you have. It's because of your personal value. And if you don't have that personal value yet and you don't know that much, that's okay. That is why you need to invest in your education. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care what training you want to take. I don't care who it is you want to follow. But you better make a clear decision that you need to invest in your education, because you need to increase the value of your worth to your subscribers, to the people who are following you on the internet, to the people you're marketing to and follow-up emails. They need to perceive the value of you astronomically for them to pull out their credit card and buy stuff from you. And really, it isn't that hard. It isn't that hard. You know, all I ask that you do, however you do it, is that you decide today to start educating yourself, start taking notes, and start applying that education in real time into the things that you do. And hold yourself accountable and stay consistent, right? Why does one person become successful and one person fail? And the answer is very simple. Because one person makes a clear decision, focuses on that decision, and nothing else. The other person, they're all over the friggin' place. They're all over the place. They can't make up their mind about anything. They're scared to spend anything. And they're just consumed with fear of everything around them. I don't want you to be that person. Because you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. Especially if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're some kind of entrepreneur or you're entrepreneur hopeful, and you really want to become self-employed, and you want to get away from your boss and your job and rush hour and traffic, and you want more for your life, and you're tired of earning nothing, right? The pennies for your efforts. You're tired of people not caring about you. Then you need to understand, and you need to right now be prepared to change. And make that change happen now. Because the sooner you make that decision, the sooner you decide I'm going to focus and this is it, and you don't take no for an answer, and you make that absolute thought in your mind, that's when you'll start being successful. That's when you'll start making sales on the internet. It's not going to be with how much traffic you get. It's not going to be because you're selling the next greatest thing. It's going to be because you made a clear decision that this is it. I'm going to make this happen, baby, and nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. I am going to focus and focus and focus and do it and do it and do it until it happens for me. That's the mind that you have to have, right? When you're taking a break and you're relaxing, the person out there who's your competition, they're not relaxing and they're not taking a break. They're making it happen, right? If you're not getting what you want, if you're not getting what you're after, whatever it is that you're doing, then stop doing it. Look for people who can help you get what you want. This is a people business. All of it, all of the different products that are within this realm of ours that we market in, it's just a people business. It's your ability to relate to other people. That's what makes sales. You know, old school networkers and even some people who sell stuff, they try to, convince you that the products are good. And that's, while that's important, that's not what you need to do. What you need to do is learn how to relate to people. What you need to do is increase your value. What you need to do is to be the person that other people are looking at for answers and provide those answers, right? That's what you need to do. And how do you become that person? Well, you become that person by first educating yourself, becoming an expert in your field. And you'll find that people are just attracted to you at that point, and they're going to want to jump into your business, and you're going to find that making money really isn't that hard. It's really easy. It's really easy. That's what I got today. This video is almost 20 minutes long. I wanted to keep my videos down to 10, but also I want to do something different in this set of videos that I do, because I've always started these challenges and I never finish them because I get sidetracked. So this video is as much for me as it is for you, because I end up getting sidetracked myself. But I decided, like I have with other things in my life, that no more. I'm going to do these videos. I'm going to keep doing these videos until I meet my challenge. And I'm going to share with you some deeper conversations that I have with myself because I make money online. Because I know the strategies and the procedures and the flow and all that crazy stuff that people are saying that you need to know. I know because I successfully market on the internet. And I can say that where I know a lot of people cannot say that. Although a lot of people do say that. A lot of people do talk about how much they make. And a lot of times they're lying. They're lying. The best one I like is I'll get a Skype from someone, and they'll be like, if I could show you how to make $10,000, would you be interested? I'm like, do you make $10,000? And they're like, well, no, I just started. It's just funny to me. It's funny. You know, I'm a full-time internet network marketer, and I have all these people who don't take their businesses serious and don't take what they do serious, and they try to sell me into their business. And they're like, you know, you can hit your list up. I ain't hitting my list up. I ain't going to take away their focus on what they're doing. If I can provide value and add to what they're doing and help them, then I will. If I can't, then I don't bother. I'm not just going to throw stuff randomly at someone so I can hopefully make $1 from them. That's ridiculous. So that's what I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be coming at you with more videos. And you know, some of these videos, like I said before, are just going to be babbling, and some of them are going to have a lot of juicy content in it, and you just have to stay tuned to find out which is which. I'll talk to you.